Ladies and gentlemen, this is Infinite Series Semi-Finals brought to you by Hope Esports. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Saitar and I welcome you all to match number 1. It's gonna be Irangle. And here we go. The flight path is here, initiating from Miltapar and finishing off towards shooting range. Flight path currently favoring the eastern regions of Irangle map. It will be quite easy for teams to access the eastern region drop locations. But if we talk about the southwestern regions, right now Primorsk, Ferry Pier, it will be very much difficult for teams to head towards these drop location. Even Sosnovoka military base is difficult to be accessed in this game. We might see a huge cluster forming in the central region, a huge hotspot. And if we talk about Team 16, they are heading towards Row Esports, they're heading towards Lipovka. At the same time, if we talk about Team Zeus 4KT, maybe they are heading towards Kameshki regions. Alright, Leo Esports. Sorry for the inconvenience. Leo Esports, they're heading towards Pochinki regions. First circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen, and first circle will be favoring the southwestern regions. But right now, Row Esports, they're heading towards Lipovka regions. And right beside them, I guess it's Zeus 4KT, right in the outer skirts of Lipovka. And Zeus 4KT, I guess they'll wait for Row Esports to rotate, and after that, we'll see that fight happening. Kazama Esports losing 555. Ali is so much low with his HPs. So much pressure on Kazama Esports. Rek getting knocked out. It's Bestia who'll be knocking down Rek. Nepizes. Well, he has got the thumb shotgun. Uh-oh, Nepizes. Didn't know about Kito's position. And Nepizes will be taken down as well. It's Ali, the last player surviving for Kazama Esports. Royal Heart Esports performing so much well in this fight. Losing no player, and with absolute ease, they'll be eliminating Kazama Esports on 20th position. In fact, Kazama Esports, they become the first team to get eliminated from this game. A sad starting for them, a sad start. Especially in the semi-final stage, this wrangle will be going in vain. And now their focus will be on the upcoming game, which will be played in the map of Miramar. X Esports, they are taking on Team SYE Esports. A huge split has been maintained by X Esports. If you see, two players in the southern regions of Seveni, Vampire and Bika, Astasto and Mafio holding together. So it's a dual split. And X Esports, they might trouble SYE Esports from two different angles. Boruto right now tackling Vampire and Bika, I guess. Mafio, he wanted to fall back. He wanted to retreat. Maybe he's backing off from this fight as well. Well, shots will be dealt on him. And for now, he won't get knocked out. He got quite lucky there that he won't get knocked out. Has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen, and first circle will be favoring. But yeah, he got quite lucky there that he didn't get knocked out. But he cannot celebrate. In 2,000 meters, both these teams have to travel as well. So they got to wind up this fight as soon as possible. And after that, collecting vehicles will be their utmost priority. But I guess Vampire, he wants to close in. And Rava, he has a height advantage. He'll get a short window, a few seconds. Oh, BKA gets knocked out. Vampire in open areas, but Vampire immediately falls back, and I guess he'll be giving the revival. But Vampire with a sharp retaliation and knocks down Rava in mid-air. Even Star 7, I guess he couldn't see Vampire, but he has an angle over Vampire. Why couldn't he see him? As to store, climbing up that house, and I guess Rava Well, this time he was quite lucky because if he would have tried to cross the road, then maybe Asta Store would have flushed him out. But this time, Star 7, he'll be doing a great job. And this is what I was talking about. He had an angle over Vampire, but last time Vampire, he got a bit lucky. This time, luck won't really favor him. Raw Esports, well, their fight has started in the outer skirts of Lipovka, I guess. Not Raw Esports. Some other team is into action. And our teams have started heading towards the circle. But right now, Raw Esports, if we talk about them, they are avoiding this clash with Zeus 4KT. They are maintaining the distance. And for now, they are not really considering this fight, which is good in my opinion. Mafia in a 1v2 situation, two players in open areas. Mafia, he wants to take down Beko, and Beko gets knocked out too, but Mafia getting knocked out. But no need to worry. Mafia will get that revival, and oh no, Astastor getting knocked out. This is where the fight will completely change. XC Sports, now they are in a situation of worry. Now BK has to move ahead. He has to close in. Because if he doesn't, then the revival will be provided and this 1v2 fight will eventually turn into a 1v3. But BK, I guess he's trying to cross the road, and if he tries, he can reach Shark Mafia and maybe he can give that revival. But even that happening is so much difficult. By the time he reaches, I guess Mafia will eventually bleed out. BK has been spotted as well, and SYE Esports, they get to know that BK is crossing the road and trying to go for the revival. And that's the reason why now they are moving ahead too. And with this, I guess Mafia will be flushed out. But it's time to catch BKA off guard and eliminate X Esports. Boruto climbs up that church. He'll be getting a height advantage as well. But if he had climbed up that church a bit earlier... Oh, okay, he gets that angle. He takes down the last player, that is BKA and SY Esports. They win this fight at 70. Just losing one player. 4 MR Esports. 4 Merciless Reapers. Well, holding their position in the northern regions of Botia. Just satisfied to hold their position right on the edge of the circle. And Raw Esports, they haven't found a location. They couldn't find a location for themselves yet. But I guess in open areas, playing with just 3 players is not that great of a decision. Wine Street. Still in Stalber they are. So much they have to travel. Almost 2,200 meters. Now refueling the vehicle will be the best option, because after this, there's no need to take any kind of break. 4KT Esports. 4KT Zeus versus Royal Heart Esports. Here comes in the first frag for Zeus 4KT. RST facing their first casualty. They were relentless in Miltapa. But here, one of the players getting caught off guard. Even RH Academy, they faced a casualty in the initial stages. It's going to be Aizen. And for RHD, it's Rampage who will be sent out of this game in the very early stages of this game. Second circle has been initiated. Second circle moves for a northwestern shift. Northeastern shift. Really sorry. But Raw Esports, I mean, they can surely go for the third party. Next to getting knocked out. Player getting knocked out as well. And Zeus 4KT is sort of in a sandwich situation, because from the back end areas, it's Team Royal Heart Esports who is fetching profit for them. Second elimination will be secured by Raw Esports. Pablo taking the risk and heading towards Nexo just to go for the revival. The smokes deployed really well. Keto maybe, he might close in. And Zeus 4KT, unfortunately, they lose their 3 players. And Anosh right now in the shack. But he's all alone. The opponents know about him. Anosh moves ahead, takes down Ray. Did Ray know about Anosh's position? I don't think so. That's why he was so much casual. Keto spotting Anosh, punishing him in his back. But Anosh survives. And RH team must close in. Why are they just dealing those stop shots from such a huge range? And even dealing with blue zone at the same time. They must close in and end this fight right now, because it's just 2 players in front of them. Still, those sprays aren't stopping. Those stab fires aren't stopping. Pablo reviving Nexo. And now here comes in the close in. Anosh will be taken down by Lisman. And with this, 4K used, they get eliminated on 18th position. And RSD Esports now step by step. Even they are moving closer to Team Row Esports. Lisman knocking down another player. Nexer will be finished out by Bestia. And just like that, Row Esports, they get eliminated on 17th position. Sad ending for them out of this Erangel game. And who must have thought that after securing 4 eliminations right in the initial stages, well, Royal Heart, they were about to get eliminated. Now they have 8 eliminations. Getting 4 eliminations in the initial stages. And after that, still RSD Esports playing so much aggressive. Hats off to them. And who must have thought after securing 4 eliminations in the initial stages, RSD Esports will continue to play so much aggressive. They're very close to secure double-digit eliminations for them. And maybe they will continue to play this much aggressive. That is their natural game. And they will prioritize their natural game no matter what. VSX plays getting knocked out. Bawa knocking him down. Led towards Team VSX. Fight coming in from the Georgia Pool Everest. The huge hill. Only 2 teams right now present in the northern areas of the circle. SY Esports versus Team VSX. Now it's a 3v3 fight. And VSX Esports will choose not to participate in this fight. And they will head towards the circle. It's too early to go all in a fight. SY Esports, they were chasing VSX. VSX saw that. And I guess SY Esports is poking VSX too much. So now VSX, even they stopped by to take a look. A zigzag. Can he knock down a player with a vehicle tracing? Not for now. Star 7 is on the target right now. Zigzag won't be able to make a single connection with that bullet. SY Esports taking so much initiative, like they just desperately want to initiate this fight no matter what. 5 eliminations they have, and they know they have a upper hand in this fight. Momentum has shifted towards them. Back in the areas, it's Gamerise Esports, and right now they are not in a mood to leave their compound and step out in the real world. They just want to hold their compound because Circle is favoring them. On the other end, Dream Team. Well, they've secured the bunkers and Dream Team will focus on just playing on the edge. Well, Circle moves for a southern hard shift and this is the 3rd circle, ladies and gentlemen. And 55 players in a total amount of 16 teams are still alive. We saw a lot of aggression and teams getting eliminated in the initial stages, but after that, players they've been playing so much cautiously. Well, Vetrolam Europe, they're heading towards the entrance of the Sosnovuka military base bridge, and they'll be seeking a height advantage through this lighthouse for themselves. 4 Merciless Reapers, losing 4 MR Hoo-Ha. And Hassan is even surrounded by opponents. Did GMR Esports get that finish? Yes. Scooby right now, he has 1 elimination with him. So I guess GMR got that frag. Dream Team Nova has just started. All E's will be knocked out. And will head towards RH Academy. Rotational clash is coming in for RH Academy. Judy and overall will be the dual ray of hope. Dream Team getting a good start. And Dream Team now doesn't really need to do anything extra because a lot of teams are going to travel through this particular position, through this particular location. So I guess Dream Team, they just have to keep their vehicle tracing sharp enough to get those frags for themselves. GRM. They face the casualty. Slatter is out of this game. Even Six got knocked out, but he will get that revival. Scooby right now, he has pulled that grenade. Dream Team. Now that's Rain Esports, I guess. It's Mortal Esports, ladies and gentlemen, who are checking out on that warehouse. Papaito, he's still knocked out. Getting a revival will be tough. Sky, he almost went for that slamming on Dream Team. And now the complete focus of Dream Team is on Sky. And meanwhile, Myth, well, he want to follow his teammates' footsteps as well. But a lot of confusion between the players of Mortal Esports. Myth in a complete different direction. Sky, can he reunite with Myth? Traveling now will be very much risky. And the kind of circle we are seeing right now, the kind of circle has formed. Players must be in so much confusion where the circle is going to head. There's a huge river in between, a huge bay in between. At the same time, Team All Stars, RTZ right in front of them, and RTZ Esports, they are fighting Team US Star. Making a 1v4 through small, it's very difficult. He tried his very best and failed miserably. Team US, they get eliminated on 15th position. But Team All Stars, how much are they gonna wait before going for the third party? I guess they're still waiting. Still, they need a better opportunity, and RTZ Esports, they're present inside the circle, because circle moves for a northern hard shift. The land area is less as compared to water areas. So much less land areas as compared to 14 teams. Oh no, now it's gonna be chaotic. Because teams are gonna fight for hardcore land. Teams are gonna fight for hard land. They're gonna be desperate slammers for sure. SY Esports, they need to be careful. I guess there was a player in the compound. And that player has been taken down. So SY Esports, they need to be careful as well. 4MR Esports, they're rotating very closely. What is SY Esports doing? I guess they didn't see 4MR rotating. Leo has been caught off guard. Machine, maybe he's trying to create some angles. Maybe he has spotted Leo. And this could be the end. Yes, Machine has it out on that vehicle. And it's just a matter of time. Leo gets knocked out. Machine won't fail. That was a brilliant spray. Leo gets knocked out. Machine will move further and get this information for himself. Well, Leo, he submitted himself. Didn't really try to fight back because there was nothing left. Leo Esports right at the center of the circle. And Leo Esports needs to be careful now. They need to be alert because at any moment teams might go for that slamming on them. Unreal team. That is Team SP. 2 eliminations. Even they have a really good position inside the circle, but too much wide open. So there is a possibility there where they might get surprise attacks on them. Vitrolum with this position can make the most out of it. Height advantage. They can see teams fighting. VSX Esports. Viper and Zigzag, now the tool ray of hope. Shook. He's out of this game. CMS Baba Yaga will be taking down All Stars. I guess they are out of this game. They're still hanging in. Doc. Last man standing. Still trigger discipline being shown by Doc. RTZ Esports in front of him. He'll wait for the blue zone to close in. And Doc needs to be very much peaceful for now because he cannot challenge a 4-man strong team being alone. He has no teammates along with him. And now survival matters a lot. Rava, I guess, won't be able to make it to the circle. Those ruthless sprays coming in by Team GRM. Star 7. Boruto, they reached on time. Rix moved out. Went for the grenade. Star 7. Still so much healthy. Oh, Trix almost knocked out himself. Could have been a blunder. But GRM Esports still 3 players strong. Star 7. Still, he's so much agile, dodging those grenades like a G. It's Scooby. Siboy. Sorry, GRM Siboy. And now that third party coming in from Team RTZ's side. Siboy. He survived that. Oh, Trix getting knocked out. Dream Team. Going for the third bite right on time. Boruto had no clue that the player was sitting right behind him. And GRM Esports, just patience helped them to win this fight with absolute ease. But Dream Team, I mean, they knocked out a player of GRM from such a huge range. And maybe after reading that finish feed, SY Esports couldn't hold themselves. And they went all in. The player was sitting right behind them. They were not that much careful. RTZ Milan getting knocked out. A desperate slamming coming in from RTZ Esports' side. Just 2 players are now alive. Charlie. Maybe he's heading towards the riverbanks. With multiple teams dealing those shots on Charlie. Devil knocking him down. But Born getting that frag. Bozo getting that frag. So with this, last player of RTZ is remaining. The frag has been stolen. Absolutely, alright. Bozo and Devil share the same team. So the frag will be secured by Team SP. But now, Dream Team, they went for the slam and Team SP right above them. And this is like a threat for Dream Team, because they won't be directly getting an angle over Team SP's players. Grenade might cause a lot of trouble to Team Dream from here. Bozo pulls another one. Can he knock down a player? Not this time. And Bozo went in wide open. Immediately gets knock finished. And with lower ground disadvantage, my goodness, Dream Team, they've been troubling Team SP a lot. Just because of the sandwich situation, Team SP couldn't do much. Perfect taking down. Make. And with this, SP, they get eliminated on 6th position. Dream Team with 5 eliminations. Noah getting finished off. But Dream Team pretty much balanced and really in a good position. GRM Esports is getting knocked out. 77-6. 77-6. Fabulous spray by his side too, but did GRM save their teammate? Well, Trix got that revival. That's insane, isn't it? But Trix, he fell down. And what kind of a circle is this? My goodness, are we going to witness a water circle where Trollam Europe? Better get a winner chicken dinner from this position, because you can't get a better position inside the circle than this. No team right now is present inside the circle. All the teams are going to walk towards the circle. Trollam Europe, they are the real kings for now. Circle really favoring them. Jay knocking down Seboy. Now Trix has to move further. He cannot stop that. There's not much breathing space for him. He's in getting knocked down. Trollam Europe, you cannot make mistakes now. There's no room for errors. And Leo Esports, maybe they read the finish feed. And they are closing in. They're moving upstairs. Dream Team from back in areas. They are using some grenades too. And Leo Esports, they might end up in a sandwich situation. Machine moving in real close. Peter getting knocked out. DX6 knocking down Bosque of Leo Esports. GRM doesn't want to get caught in this cluster, this huge cluster. And now Dream Team's machine is the last ray of hope. The only player surviving. And I guess that grenade was too much cooked. But no player will be knocked out with that grenade. And machine, you just better hold your position under that rock. You won't be able to save Peter and your other teammate. All you gotta do is just hold and spend some time. Raka's grenade knocking down Aizen. Just last player surviving it, Suzerain. Leo Esports doing a fabulous job. Despite of having low ground disadvantage, those grenade being on point. And grenade completely changing the direction of this fight. Trollam Europe having such a good place inside the circle, but still they won't get that winner chicken dinner. They get eliminated on 4th position. Just 3 teams now in a total amount of 5 tiers. SK finishing a player of Dream Team, flushing him out. That was Sadix, I guess. Machine is the last player surviving. And he is present inside the circle. So it's going to be a fight between GRM and Leo. 77-6. I guess even he is present inside the circle. But now 15 meters he has to swim. Because he is maybe underwaters? No, now he has to walk inside the circle. Machine is just waiting for Leo. He's supposed to jump down. But SK with that height advantage. Definitely he'll make those headshot connections. Dream Team, they tried their very best. But they'll get eliminated on 3rd position. A good start for the semifinals in the Infinite Series presented by Hope Esports. But now it's a matter of just 3v1. Leo Esports about to get that winner chicken dinner. And what is the opponent waiting for? What is 77-6 waiting for? Did he get a good weapon inside that airdrop? I guess he didn't. Maybe a MG3 would have changed the complete direction of this fight. But 6 just are sitting quietly in that corner. 2 meters, he has to enter the circle. This is the best he could get. Leo Esports, are they going to take the risk of jumping down? I guess they don't know about 6's position. Raka now hears the footsteps. They don't have no grenades as well. I guess Raka might look forward to jump down. Each and every point matters here. Each and every finish matters here. And he's burning. He's burning hard. Raka knocks down himself. And there's a free finish for 77-6. So Raka will be flushed out. But Bosuke, changing the seat of the vehicle will be a good option. 6. Couldn't take down a player mid-air, and it is all over. Hero Esports, they get that winner chicken dinner. Well-deserving winner chicken dinner with a total amount of 13 eliminations. I hope you all guys have enjoyed, and if yes, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. This was just the trailer, ladies and gentlemen. This was just the beginning. This was just match 1. We will be taking a short break and we will be right back with match number 2. It's going to be Miramar. Make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button till we come back. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Infinite Series semifinals brought to you by Hope Esports. It's time for match number 2. It's time for Miramar, the most toughest map technically, if we see. Here we go. The flight path initiating from the eastern regions of Elazar, finishing off towards the western regions of Patsona. Makes it very much easy for players to access the eastern region oriented drop locations. But at the same time, it's difficult to head towards the western edges. It's difficult to head towards El Pozo. Even accessing the central region is difficult. So I guess we might see a lot of fights in the initial stages. And now the question is, the first circle, will it be associated with the flight path, or it's going to be complete opposite direction? Because if that happens, a lot of teams are going to rotate in the initial stages. Will lead to a huge chaos continuously. We will be watching fights. Right now, two teams they're heading towards Impala. It's Row Esports, and I guess it's Zeus for KT. And as always, Row Esports as well in the last game, they dropped in Lipovka, I guess. And right in the outer skirts of Lipovka, it was Zeus for KT who dropped. Here as well, Zeus for KT, they love the eastern regions of the map. Whether it's Miramar or Erangel, it doesn't really matter. They love dropping in the eastern regions, and here as well. Some kind of superstition are they focusing on? Well, the first circle has been initiated, completely associated with the flight path. A lot of teams right now present inside the circle. Handful of teams right now, they're out of the circle. And I guess is Team RHD who is fighting Team GRM. A early drop clash with less loot and less resources. My goodness, Slim just now dropped. He doesn't even have a weapon. He just gets a pan. And where is he going to run? Kito is surely going to close in. But Slime, he is running back. Slime is trying his very best to make distance from Kito. Even that one bullet of AKM will make it worse for Slime. Trix has to step up. Oh my goodness. Slatter and 77-6, they just now dropped. And Kito will get that knock as well. But two players getting knocked out. And there's nothing left for GRM with such a bad start now. What are they going to do in this game? Slayer gets knocked out as well. He had that Thompson but couldn't make the most out of it. And Slime now just sitting in the corner. He will be taken down. GRM Esports. They're wiped out with absolute ease by Team RHD. Effortlessly RHD eliminated. GRM. Herms trying to secure that vehicle. The vehicle is smoked out completely. V4M Esports can lose their player here. Well, Herms, he successfully... Oh no, he couldn't create that distance. And Herms, maybe he'll be taken down too. He's running back. RHD Esports with that Murado, they're chasing Herms of V4M Esports. Herms just sits in a corner. Even Rampage now, he's chasing Herms. And all Herms got to do is just waste as much as time as he can. Well, he had a grenade. Why didn't he cook that grenade? While RHD Esports was closing in. He could have knocked out 2-3 players with a grenade. I mean, anything is possible. Oh, he is spotted. He is spotted now. And now it's going to be game over for Herms. Oh, he gets knocked out. Rampage stabs him in his back. V4M Esports, they finally faced a casualty in the initial stages. But the whole company now is closing in, but they got too much late. So there is no point of closing in now. Zeus 4K team on the other end. They are participating in fights. And Zeus 4K playing with just 2 players in this game. And they will be going after Row Esports. Unfortunately, Row Esports, they have the numbers advantage factor as they are playing with 4 players. Maybe Ray and Pablo, both of them got knocked out, but both of them got the revival as well. Pablo pulling that grenade. Zeus 4KT. They distanced themselves from Pablo. Grenade will put pressure on Zeus 4KT as both of them lost their HPs. Anosh gradually healing himself. Pablo is an easy target. Anosh doesn't have a vest. Lack of loot. And this fight maybe was overpushed by Zeus 4KT. Ray getting knocked out. Can Anosh flush him out? Can Anosh flush him out? Desperate tries. Anosh, my goodness, with the jump shot, he knocks down Nexo as well. Row Esports, are they going to fall on their face? Cage getting knocked out. Pablo gets knocked out as well. Anubis. He saves the day for Raw Esports takes down Anosh. Anosh had so many chances to flush out the players, but didn't do that. He focused on wiping out his opponents, that is Raw Esports. That is such a good intent. Leo Esports, they're the head of the table. 24-12 points. But hashtag 2 was secured by Gamerize Esports in the last game. And almost Leo Esports, they have a 2x lead over the second position team, that is Gamerize Esports, who got eliminated in the initial stages. So I guess Leo Esports, the hashtag 1 is almost secured. Even after this game, Leo Esports, they won't face troubles on the points table maybe. They will continue to hold that first position for themselves. But they even need to perform well in this game. I mean, though they have a 2x lead, but if any team, they just get a big Miramar, if they get huge amount of finishes and this Miramar goes well for them, I mean, the hashtag win could be lost. RTZ, they're into action. And Team RTZ, I mean, they're losing their players. Charlie and Mills will be the dual ray of hope, and deep inside the circle right now. Team RTZ is the dream team they're fighting right now. Machines, he's out. And maybe RTZ Esports, they didn't give DT that casualty, someone else did. Make and his team, that is Team SP. Maybe they are even fighting Dream Team 2. But right at the center, it's a huge cluster. Almost 3 teams fighting together. It's Los Leons, ladies and gentlemen. And this was going to happen here at Los Leons. 3 teams at a time. Team All-Stars, Vetrolam Europe. And another team, I guess that's Team All-Stars. Yep, Team All-Stars. Team God Esports as well. Team God Esports. Well, Team All-Stars and Team Mortal Esports right now, giving a tough fight to Vetrolam Europe. Well, Charlie will be knocked out. And last player is surviving. It's going to be Mills. Revival is being provided. Why is Boruto taking so much time? What is he waiting for? And now he moves in and Boruto gets knocked out. He got bait. Charlie. Well, he got flushed out. Boruto won't leave this game empty-handed. SY Esports, they're down to 2 players. Rixo. That's Echo and Rawa. The dual ray of hope of SY Esports. How long are they going to perform? Second moves for a Western Altif. And tension is rising in Los Leons. Team All-Stars. Baba Yaga getting knocked out. A blunder made by him. And he will be finished out too. So it's almost a suicide committed there. He got knocked out by falling. And then he got flushed out by Vetrolam Europe. So free frag secured by Vetrolam Europe in my opinion. But for now, Aizen and Suzerain needs that revival. And in the last game, Vetrolam Europe, they couldn't do that much great. Last game wasn't that much memorable for them, and especially if we check out the points table. So Vetrolam Europe, they're on 6th position. So that was a decent game. With just 7 points, they're on 6th position. And they need a lot of points in order to make it to the top 3. Because Dream Team, they've got a great start. Gamerize Esports, although they've got eliminated from this game. Leo Esports, since they are the head of the table, and they're almost having 2x lead over Gamerize. And even Gamerize, they're out of this game. So maybe Leo Esports, they won't be taken down from the hashtag win position for a while. After this game as well, they'll have that position. But what if Leo Esports, they increase their lead more? We haven't seen a sort of very consistent gameplay till now by teams. Whichever team plays well in Rondo struggles in the very next game. So in Rondo game, whichever team plays well in the Erangel, whichever team plays well in the Erangel struggles in the very next game. In the last game, I guess that was Gamerize Esports who performed incredibly well. Not better than Leo Esports, but they performed well. But Gamerize Esports, they got eliminated in the initial stages. In fact, they were the first team to get eliminated from this game. So yeah, Factor is still on. What if Leo esports, the same thing happens to them as well? Rava is the last man standing as Baker will be flushed out. And he is fighting Team US. Urait's up. Ravana. He has all the Infinity Stones to lose this fight. He had low ground disadvantage, numbers disadvantage, everything he had. And there was no way of winning. Team US getting the second elimination. And with this, SY Esports getting eliminated on 17th position. Second circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen. Second circle will be moving for a northwestern shift. And a lot of amount of teams. Huge amount of teams holding in Los Leones, not moving out. And circle right now favoring the heart of Miramar. So I guess teams might not really try to step out of Los Leones. Teams will just stay, especially those teams who are still holding there right now. Because it's not that easy to step out of Los Leones. And Vetrolum Europe, they were engaged in a drop class, so maybe they didn't even get enough time to secure vehicles for themselves. So this fight really matters a lot to them. They have to clear out this particular passage so that they can head towards the outer skirts and secure a vehicle for themselves. In J right now pinning down 2 players of Team Mortal Esports. What about All Stars? Have they headed out? They're trying to get out of Los Leones maybe. But they've secured vehicles, so no worries for Team All Stars for now. As they can play in the way they've been playing till now. No need to do anything extra. Machine was the guy who performed well for Dream Team in the last game. But he was the last player to get eliminated for Dream Team. Here, Machine will be the first player getting eliminated for Dream Team, becoming the first casualty. RHD near Minas Generalis. Just waiting for the third shift of the circle. Even I'm excited which way the circle will head. Because Arma Esports, by the way, they are very close to Team 4 Merciless Reapers. May getting knocked out of Team SP. Devil and Bozo now. Duel surviving. US again becoming a threat for a team lacking with numbers of players. And Devil is so much to scar, but he's not moving ahead. I mean, there is a line, the restriction line in between, and Team US, they're not crossing that line. They're not overcommitting, and today this team is looking in a really good touch, I must say. They're not making the mistakes they used to make. Usually Team US, they used to overcommit a lot in fights. But now, I guess they're playing with more cautiousness, with more seriousness. They're not overcommitting. They're not taking initiatives. They're just waiting for their opponents to make mistakes. Confirmation will be seeked, I guess. Amrit Bolte is trying to create that flank angle as well. Devil, he just grabs his vehicle and tries to fall back. But Bozo, he just was waiting for this moment. Scar getting knocked out. That was a nice setup, a nice bait by Team SP. And the opening has been created. And now Sheer will be targeted as well. Grenade right on target. Sheer is so much low. And I guess Bozo will with this grenade will knock down Sheer. Oh no, that grenade went way too back. And SP Esports, they lost the opportunity they had. US, Team Udain Sap, now in a comfortable position as they made the situation manageable for them. And Team SP, as soon as they saw the situation is slipping out of their hands, immediately they'll grab their vehicles and they've fallen back. Good decision there. Third circle has been initiated. We are waiting for the shift of the third circle. Third circle will be moving for a southern hardship. Petroleum Europe has started losing their players. Mortal Esports, they finally closed in. La Cobra gets knocked out. Oh, Jay with that off guard angle. Papahito gets caught off guard. Myth, maybe he's the last man standing. Yep. Myth from Mortal Esports, he's the last player standing. And he has got no other option but to just grab some important placement points for his team in this game. Team BIA. Last game was not that memorable for them, for Brothers in Arms. Here they desperately need a good performance to make a comeback in the semi-finals and get qualified for the grand finals. So in order to make comeback on points table, they need a good game. And they play Miramar well. The Miramar is their strength. Their Miramar is their strength. So Brothers in Arms, they've already secured a elimination. Till now, they've been playing very softly, in a very passive manner. No aggression till now. No unnecessary fights till now. The two players of Leo Esports have been knocked out. Boski was in wide open. Boski gets knocked out. And Leo Esports now needs to work a lot in order to save Boski. The two players of US Esports getting knocked out. What's wrong with them? Team US. Oh my goodness, somebody Boski gets knocked out. A good vehicle tracing the players of Brothers in Arms. Now Brother in Arms, they're about to get more eliminations for them. Even they're about to win this fight. If we were talking about them, how good the Miramar is, how much amount of experience they have in this particular map, and now they've started showing their true colors. Scar, by the way, he took down a player. Miglu was taken down, but couldn't get enough time to flush him out. So, Brothers in Arms will be getting more 3 finishes, or 4 they got. We'll have to see. Well, they got more 2 finishes. I guess one elimination got stolen there, which is a pain in the heart itself. For MR Esports is Leo. Oh, he'll be facing troubles. Even Hassan got taken down. And Leo Esports with a fabulous retaliation. Leo Esports survives, but here comes in the slamming by a new team, that is Kazama Esports. Welcome will be done. That is Nepizes, who gets knocked out. Raka's position was not known by the players of Kazama Esports. Raka doing a great job. But in these situations, you just get one opportunity to knock down a player and make a difference. And Raka took advantage of that opportunity which he got. Aero knocking down Rick. 5 and Ali as the dual ray of hope surviving. Raka with another grenade knocks down 5. And Ali now, he's the last man standing. What is he gonna do? Ali throws a grenade. And I guess one player will get knocked out. Yes, Raka will get knocked out with that grenade. And Ali is moving so much quickly in order to flush out Raka. Oh! That was such a huge mistake made by Judy. Left being by Ali, and he pulls out a clutch. Leo Esports gets eliminated on 12th position. Judy had so much time to stab Ali in his back, because Ali's back was towards Judy, and Judy couldn't even make a single bullet connection with that UAV 45. That is such a disgust. Leo Esports could have won this fight, but just because Judy's mistake there, Leo Esports gets eliminated. Good clutch there by Ali. Even Kazama Esports gets eliminated on 11th position. Blue Zone taking them down. A Team All Stars versus Team Vetrolam. These two teams, they've been fighting since a whole decade. Vetrolam Esports, they've been closed in, but Team All Stars, they're not really in a mood to fight. They were just holding their position, and Vetrolam Esports didn't try to swim against the tide. And Vetrolam Esports now heading towards the edge of the circle. They're fighting. They've found RH Academy. They're trying to find opponents. They found RH Academy. Now it's an exchange of grenades. Jay getting knocked out. Not just one, but 2 players getting knocked out. And Vetrolam Europe, situation is getting a bit tight for them, and they'll get eliminated from this game. Vetrolam Europe gets eliminated on 10th position. And I was talking about Vetrolam Europe needs a good performance in order to maintain consistency on the points table. Last game was pretty much good. They have a great circle advantage in the last game, but despite of having that advantage, Vetrolam Europe couldn't get that winner chicken dinner. That was a pain they were suffering through. And here in this Miramar, They took the initiative, headed towards RH Academy, but RH Academy gave them a reality check. Mills burning in that Molotov. Bestia will be knocked out. Well, Keto takes down Mills. No, that was Pablo who took down Mills. And Keto will head towards Bestia in order to help his teammate. Circle moves for a southeastern shift. SB was right at the center of the circle. Is there any team who is 4 players strong? I guess there's Brothers in Arms, who is 4 players strong right now for eliminations, even height advantage they have. But now the main problem that is they're out of the circle. Even RH Academy, they are 4 players strong. X Esports, they're out of this game. They're eliminated on 7th position. Doc, he's fleshed out. And Team All Stars is Jungly, last man standing. Brothers in Arms won't really let him move. Aizen getting knocked out. Team SP's Bozo. They'll be knocking down Aizen. Pablo right now in a 1v2 situation. Will RST take advantage of the situation? They're moving with it. They are moving with that Mirado. Pablo got a bit late to spot them in wide open. That vehicle tracing was of no use. At this time, Pablo, he goes with a fantastic spray. And even... Oh, that frag got stolen. Bestia cannot do much. Well, Jungli, he finished out Keto. Jungli, the last player of Team All Stars. And Orange Academy. Was there a 1v4? Bozo took down overall. And Bozo, I guess, clutched out. My goodness. Orange Academy, they get eliminated on 6th position. Now, Brothers in Arms, they have a golden opportunity to make a good comeback. I said it before that Brothers in Arms, they perform well in Miramar and they are justifying that. Barely secure the egg in the circle. Jungli will be taken down by Miglu. Red Dot, M249, mid-air connections will be made by Miglu on Jungli. Team All Stars gets eliminated on 5th position. It's a matter of 4 teams and 7 players. Bozo being the last player. He is not submissive, even though he's the last man surviving from his team SP. Raw Esports, even they came a long way. Pablo has been surviving solo since a very long time. I guess Brothers in Arms, they will get this winner chicken in. 4 players are alive. And they don't usually make errors in Miramar. Estia, 42 meters away from the circle. Bozo will be spotted. There was a huge pre-fire dealt by Miglu. Bozo gets enough time to pop in that first aid. And maybe Miglu, he went for the grenade. Bozo won't be affected by that. And the complete focus of Brothers in Arms, the players of Brothers in Arms, is on Bozo. The whole team is focusing on Bozo right now. And why wouldn't they? Bozo is the ultimate threat, the closest threat, as he is present inside the circle too. Pablo will be taken down by Chris. And with this, Roe supposed to get eliminated on 4th position. Estia with the grenade, almost. Nitro was knocked out there. Look at his HP, just barely surviving in 10 HPs. Spy. 1v1 with Bestia. Nitro stabs Bestia in her back. And that's over. Winner chicken enough for Brothers in Arms. They faced no struggle in this game. 10 eliminations. Lost no player. Winner chicken dinner with absolute ease. And that's the end that's the end of match number 2. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if yes, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. We will be taking a short break and we'll be right back with match number 3. It's going to be Rondo. Till then, stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Infinite Series semi-finals brought to you by Hope Esports. It's now time for a big game. It's time for Rondo. And here we go. Two flight paths we are witnessing, ladies and gentlemen, one initiating from the northern regions of Mehran and finishing off towards the southern regions of Bailey. And the second flight path initiating from Muhopan and finishing off towards the northern regions of Long Ho. Well, both the flight paths will help the teams to access Yulin and Neox factory. So, only these two drop locations are pretty much busy, and we can call them as a hot drop as well. 3-1 split is pretty much expected. Kunchia, I'm seeing two players heading towards Kunchia. Team All Stars, they're maintaining 2-2 split, I guess. Two players will be initiating fights. Two players will be heading towards Recall Tars. Wow, that's a very remote Recall Tar, in my opinion. Nitro of Team Brothers in Arms, he headed completely towards the eastern edge. Well, the first circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen, and the first circle is favoring the northwestern regions of Rondo Map Stadium deep inside the circle. Only one team headed towards Yulin. That's such a huge surprise, and a discuss as well. And all the teams playing so much cautiously. All the teams, they desperately want to enter the grand finals. No risk is being taken in the initial stages. RTZ gets knocked out. RTZ's player 2 gets knocked out. Well, I don't know how to read Korean. So we'll call him just player number 2 who got knocked out right now. Males, look at him where he is proning. He's hiding at a spot. SY Esports in the outer skirts. Brothers in Arms, he raised, got knocked out, but difficulty won't be faced in order to revive Kiraz. Bestiak is the last player surviving. And can Bestiak hit to his Rampage and Lisman for the revival? She will successfully reunite with her teammates, and revival will be provided. And does Brothers in Arms, they know about this thing which is happening right under the nose? Spy getting knocked out. Row Esports. But that's 4KT Esports, ladies and gentlemen. So use 4KT. They'll be doing the third party and won't allow Brothers in Arms to close in and finish Team RHD from this game. We started off with a total amount of 18 teams. No team has been eliminated completely from this game. And yes, the end circle fights are gonna be crazy. Well, Baba Yaga and Max, both of them are flushed out. And Jungli will press that recall button. And was this the reason why 2-2 split was maintained by Team All Stars? They didn't want to take a single risk. They didn't leave any room for risk in this Rondo game. Star getting knocked out. SY Esports, troubles are not finishing for them. RH Academies, Ollie's doesn't even have a weapon. Overall, and Aizen, they have a responsibility of securing as many finishes as they can in this recall phase. Boruto knocking down Shark. Shark Mafia of Team X. Vampire. Oh no, so it's a triple threat fight. Even Spoza, he's very close. Team SP versus Team X. And from the back end areas, it's Team SY who has been creating troubles. X Esports, they're trying to find a chance to revive the knocked player, that is Shark Mafio. And I guess Mafio, since he crawled back to his vampire, he'll get the revival. That's not difficult to happen. But oh no, Mafio, he'll be finished out. Shark Mafio, either finished out by Spoza. He jumped out, and Spoza, instead of knocking down Vampire, he flushed out the knocked player. And he got finished too. So, that was a bit brutal for Team SP. But immediately Spoza, he'll be recalled. Oza, that is. Not Spoza, but Oza, that is. Oza will be immediately recalled back into this game. He's the only player who has contributed in terms of finishes. Vampire getting knocked out is Bozo of Team SB. Confirmation will be sneaked immediately. BKA with the JS9 heading straight away towards Bozo to get that retaliation. Bozo using that Molotov, but BKA won't even flinch. Bika finishing Bozo. And Team SB needs to focus on recall again. A lot of teams, they're fighting out of the circle, especially here at Neox Factory. It's going to take an eternity to finish this cluster, or this cluster to end. Napoleon's got finished out. Koshmar, oh my goodness, he played out right in front of the face of his teammate. That's Cage. Overall, knocking down Spy of Team Brothers in Arms. So RH Academy, they dropped in the outer skirts. They got 2 eliminations too, and from outer skirts, they didn't take much risk, but side by side, they managed to secure eliminations and not completely investing themselves into danger. Smart move, in my opinion. It's a good strategy. Judy's will be brought back into this game. Brothers in Arms losing Miglu. And I guess Miglu was the only player who was present on Recall Tower. Oh my goodness. Now trouble is 2x for Brothers in Arms. Zeus 4KT. They're troubling Brothers in Arms. Since Brothers in Arms, they doesn't really have a huge breathing space. They cannot move much. GRM Esports on the other end. We haven't seen GRM Esports participating a lot in fights. Although they have 3 eliminations now. And they're troubling Team All-Stars. The question is, was Team All-Stars able to recall their players? Yes. They're surviving with 4 players now, so the recall has been provided. Even SY Esports, the recall button has been pressed. So now the recall phase is over for SY Esports. They couldn't do much, just secured 1 elimination. Doc gets knocked out, Doc gets flushed out immediately. Team All-Stars. Now this will be their first permanent casualty, I guess. RH Academy on the other end, they have exploded. And RH Academy, just from the outer skirts, they're troubling the teams present inside Neox Factory regions. 3 eliminations for them. Second circle has been initiated. Second circle moves for a Southern Hardship. And now RH Academy, they've moved closer. They've taken a step towards their opponents. Leo Esports versus Vetrolum Europe. And Leo Esports right now fighting 2 teams at a time. And Leo Esports is on whole another league. Look at the amount of eliminations. They've secured 8 eliminations. First game, they got a winner chicken. Here, they have secured 8 eliminations. Now they're about to secure their 9th. They've secured their 9th elimination. Leo Esports has done a really good job. Trix gets knocked out as well. Trix had no clue about his opponent present right in front of his face. Couldn't spot his opponent there. But GRM Esports, easily the players will be back into this game. The players have been recalled, but Brothers in Arms, they're eliminated from this game. 2 teams are eliminated. Zeus 4KT, they're eliminated too. Team Brothers in Arms, they're eliminated. And who did that third party? I guess that was Row Esports who did that third party, because they have 5 eliminations. And there is a player right above their head. It's Aizen from Team RH Academy. And he is the last player here from Team RH Academy, who has been fighting like a warrior. It's 100% contribution from Aizen in terms of finishes. And since he's completely outnumbered, he'll have to make his opponents chase him to keep on changing his position. And this is the only way you can take down a complete 3-man strong team. But Devil from the outer skirts, can he knock down a player present in open areas? Doesn't have a direct angle on Row Esports for now. Vetrolum Esports to get that confirmation. This will be the 2nd elimination. But Kazama Esports, they are all set to trouble Team Vetrolum Europe. Aizen on the other end, he knocked down. Okay, he knocked down 2 players. Well, Neffy says, take down E-Shot. Raw esports, they got 1v3. Anubis is still here in New York's factory. Well, they got 1v2. And Aizen, he takes down Anubis as well. So now, Raw esports got clutched 1v3 against a single player. That's Aizen, who is unstoppable right now. What a man, what a player he is. The only player who is contributing in terms of finishes for his team, that is Leo Esports. 17 teams and the amount of 54 players are still alive. He'll immediately give up. Devil will be taken down too. Aizen, what is he doing? Solo 8 eliminations, and he becomes the king of New York's factory, as he is the last player in New York's factory. Although there is a whole team of SY Esports and Test Track, the man who dominated New York's factory is Aizen. And he will recall his two teammates as well. All his and shooters will be given that recall. So much relief for RH Academy. I guess Judy won't get that recall. Only Allers will get the privilege to be recalled back into this Rondo game. But so much relief for RH Academy. I mean, that was a huge question for them. How will they recall the eliminated players? Aizen winning New York's factory, conquering New York's factory, and then recalling the teammates as well. Phenomenal performance. And now, the recall phase is almost about to get over for so many teams. Vetrolum Europe, even they are trying to search for a recall tower. Jay cannot move even if he wants. Does he have a vehicle? Another question is, does this team have recalls? And right now it's Team All-Stars right in front of Jay. And I cannot understand why Vetrolum Europe, all of a sudden they face casualties. I mean, at one point they're so much strong, and all of a sudden they face casualties. And just one last player is just trying to survive. So much crisis for Vetrolum Europe. Just the first wrangle was pretty much decent for them. And that too, they threw that winner chicken in my opinion. Because they have such a good area inside the circle, but they couldn't defend it against Team Leo. And in this game, Team Leo, they're assassinating the lobby. Seems like they have nothing to lose, but a lot to win. And when you are just absolutely fearless, nobody can stop you. Bika making errors with his driving, and Raka even knocking down Bika. But it's time to focus on the closest threat, that is overall of Team RH Academy. Pixel Peak, and overall gets knocked out. Confirmation will be immediately seeked. In RH Academy's now 2 players are only alive. Aizen fighting against Team Leo. It's gonna be a hell of a battle. It's gonna take him a lot of time to reach Team Leo first. Devil, he's out of this game, and now Team SP, they're just down to 2 players. It's Make and Ozo of Team SP will be leading their team now in the further stages of this game. The circle moves for a eastern shift on the western edge. Huge fight going on between Team All-Stars and Team RTZ. Team RTZ really swimming against the tide, challenging Team All-Stars. Doc gets knocked out. It's RTZ's player number 2 who will be knocking down Doc. His position wasn't revealed there. Could trigger discipline till now. Just delivering right at the moment. But even player number 2 got knocked out. And now it's going to be a huge distance for him to crawl back and get that revival from Mills. And Pablo is not ready to give up. His connection being made through the smokes. And I guess RTZ is going to face a casualty here. The other players, even they are not going to take the risk to get in open areas just to save one player. X Esports is Vampire. He's the last man standing. And why did he stop firing there? Aizen will be taken down by Bosque, and Leo Esports, they eliminate RH Academy. The reign of Aizen has finally ended, and that player didn't even utilize his recall. Without recalls, he has gotten so much amount of eliminations for himself. Even Team US, they are eliminated from this game. Team US gets eliminated on 12th position. It's a matter between 11 teams and 40 players. GRM Esports, they're fighting Team Leo. And GRM Esports might become the first team to stop Team Leo in this game. 2 players have been knocked out. A small area they have. Another grenade goes right on target. Another player gets knocked out, and it's just Bosque alone. Bosque goes for another grenade. Knocked out nobody. And Bosque was trying to spam that SLK, but he'll be taken down. GRM Esports has 12 eliminations. You gotta be kidding me. Wow, they're showing levels. And this is the rivalry on points table as well. GRM Esports versus Team Leo. But Team RSD, they have made a sharp comeback on the points table too, as they're on 2nd position. Leo Esports, they are still maintaining #1. And maybe after this Rondo game, the #1 will be theirs. But Team RSD, they're still in this game, and you never know. Well, they need good amount of finishes. And they just have 2 eliminations now, and even 2 players now got knocked out. Gamer Eyes Esports, they are way behind Leo Esports on points table, but this performance is gonna bring a huge change. But still, it's almost 18 points lead Leo Esports has on the points table against Gamer Eyes Esports. A winner chicken dinner and few more eliminations might really help Gamer Eyes Esports to make it happen on points table. Them securing #1 for themselves. RSD's Bestie are getting knocked out. Dream Team losing Nova. Peter and Machines will be the duel surviving. Ali flushed out Bestia of Team RSD. Oh, Team Dream had a chance to steal that frag. Peter, last player surviving, even Machine got flushed out. Kazama Esports, so much underrated they've been till now. But look at them. What an impact they have created. 4 players alive, 8 eliminations secured. Made it to the top 6 as well. A lot of teams who are ready to make a comeback. And Rondo is usually known for comebacks. And we've seen a comeback from many teams. Especially Kazama Esports. Even Team VS6. They made it to the top 6, and you never know. Even they might grab a winner chicken dinner. Gamer Eyes Esports, they've shown their true colors. Eliminating the tabletop team means a lot in itself. VS6 Esports versus Team All-Stars. Just 2 players of Team All-Stars are alive right now. Should not be a difficult battle. And they shouldn't even lose players in this fight. That's what matters here. Because there are teams like Kazama Esports and GRM who are surviving with all their 4 players alive. You'll be needing manpower advantage in the end circle. But Team All-Stars, they are backing off. And they're focusing on Peter of Dream Team. This is a 1v2 fight, and Peter will be flushed out by Baba Yaga. And that's the end for Dream Team. They'll get eliminated on 6th position. Now 5 teams, out of which 3 teams are playing with 4 players. Team All-Stars, they're playing with just 2 players now. Another team, that is Team RSD. Rampage is trying to survive. And Rampage stopping Kazama Esports from entering the circle. He's doing a great job by gatekeeping the circle of Kazama Esports. Well, now they'll need to, I guess, extend their rotation. Rampage. Oh my god, he's almost about to knock down 2 players. And he will do so. Rampage with a brilliant tracing knocks down another one. Quick 1v3 by RSD Rampage. And now just a 1v1 is left. From back end areas, GRM Esports stabbing Rampage in his bag. Early before getting eliminated, he'll finish Rampage, and he himself will get eliminated because of the blue zone. GRM Esports versus Team VS6 versus Team All-Stars. Tricks. Oh no! Body block happened with Tricks there. GRM Esports getting eliminated on 3rd position. It's a 1v3. Doc is the last player surviving for Team All-Stars. Player covers coming in between. Doc targets Panda. Unleashes on Panda. Grenade makes connection, and it is all over. Team VSX gets that winner chicken dinner. The total amount of 11 eliminations Team VSX Guess that winner chicken in a hashtag 2 for Team All Stars with 5 eliminations, which is absolutely fine. That's the end of match number 3, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be taking a short break, and we will be right back with match number 4. Till then, do hit that like and that subscribe button. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Infinite Series semifinals presented by Hope Esports. And now it's time for the main event of the evening. It's time to head towards the map of Erangel again. Flight path initiates from the southern regions of Zerka and finishes off towards the southwestern regions of Sosnovo military base. Flight path currently favoring the complete western region of Erangel map. A western region oriented flight path will make it very much difficult for players to access the eastern regions of Erangel map. It will be difficult to head towards Lipovka and Milta and even Novorepnoy. And this is the last game. Maybe the table bottom teams will full-fledged rush in, play very much aggressive. That's a possibility. That might happen. The table bottom teams will play very much aggressive in my opinion, and they'll try to affect the game of table top teams. That happens most of the time. GRM Esports, well, they headed towards the big city of Georgiapol, and along with them it's Team SP there. And I guess I need to take a look at the points table as well. The points table hasn't been updated. Take a look at that soon. Circle has been initiated favoring the western regions of Erangel map. Look at the amount of teams present in Pochinki. Well, Team Leo, they know that they have easily qualified for the grand finals because just top 3 teams will qualify. And since Team Leo, they've been playing so much brilliantly, they will easily qualify for the grand finals, and they are playing with so much aggression. They straight away headed towards Pochinki, and they need finishes now. RTZ! Player number 2. Getting knocked out. Immediately he'll be fleshed out. Vika getting that frag. X Esports having a great start. Kazama Esports wreck. He's the last man standing. He has a dual MP7 and a UMP45. Doesn't have enough ammo. And right under him, I guess it's Hero of Leo Esports. Kazama Esports is about to get eliminated in the initial stages. And there was no need for Kazama Esports to come in Pochinki because last game was so much good for them. They got so much amount of finishes in the last game, and here heading towards Pochinki and getting eliminated in the initial stages will drag them down on the points table. So all the hard work they did in the last game goes in vain. Exopay by Aero, and Judy will finish off wreck. Kazama Esports gets eliminated on 17th position. Kazama Esports becomes the first team to get eliminated from this game. But the action hasn't ended. Still there are 4 teams. How many teams were here is the question. I guess 5 teams? Yep. 5 teams were here. Brothers in Arms, even they are present here. But I can only see Miglu. Where are the other players? The other players are way, way, way far away. In Rozok they are. And what kind of a strategy is this? Brothers in Arms playing with the 3-1 split. Miglu focusing on finishes, and other 3 players will just try to survive. But this strategy is, beyond my understanding, beyond my knowledge. But now X Esports versus Team Brothers in Arm. Or X Esports versus Team Leo. This fight might start off. Brothers in Arm, Miglo, he is on the opposite end of Pochinki. So maybe he won't participate in this fight. But X Esports versus Team Leo. This is going to be a big fight for sure. When will RTZ Esports do a third party? They are holding so much. They are not really interested to go for a third party right now. They're just trying to make situation manageable. Do they have enough amount of loot is the question. Enough loot is needed in order to initiate a fight. Miglo is not moving ahead. The points table says that Leo Esports is still the best team, as they are the head of the table. Gamerise Esports after last game, they've made it to the top 3. Royal Heart Esports, they're on 3rd position. Gamerise Esports, they headed to is the big city of Georgiapol. And since there's still uncertainty for Gamerise Esports to qualify for the Crans, they have backed off from that fight. SP Esports, they are looting their regions. And Gamerise Esports, they are losing theirs, and now Gamerise Esports, they've secured vehicles as well, so they will head towards the circle, and maybe they will try to grab the center of the circle. Brothers in Arms. This 3-1 split shouldn't be dangerous for them. Shouldn't cost them players. Wine Street, they're on 5th position. Brothers in Arms, they're on 4th position. And Brothers in Arms, they can still make it to the top 3 in Grand Finals. Well, Leo Esports, they're on whole another league. They have nothing to lose right now. And they are playing with full-fledged aggression. Napoleons gets knocked out. Bosque, he has the off-guard angle. And he's camping right now. And Shark had no clue about his position. He was proning there in that corner. And it must have been so much frustrating for Sharko. He got a surprise there. Mini heart attack. Napoleons gets flushed out. Bika knocking down Bosque. Job has been done. That flank angle has been cut off. And Bosque has to now go in open areas in order to get the revival. Judy using the smoke grenades from the back end areas. RTZ Esports, they start stabbing Team X Esports. And now it's a standard situation. Vampire versus Charlie. Right on the rooftop. Vampire, before he'll get to know about Charlie, he got finished off. Baker now is the last man standing. And things are about to get more nasty for Team X Esports. But oh my god! What a short connection that was! What a reflex by Z-Max. Short connection went through the heart of the last player of... That was Vampire, I guess. Last player of X Esports. My goodness. And finally, Brothers in Arms, they regroup here in the city of Pochinki. Leo, is he the last player now? Bosque is still here, present. Miglio still didn't move from that position. He's still in that house, and he wants his teammates to move further. And after that, Miglio will start closing in my opinion. But Dream Team, Dream Team is down to one player. Machine is the last man, and Machine, without any hesitation, he closes in, and oh, Machine will be taken down by a CEO. V4M getting 4 eliminations in the initial stage is a really good start. WZ Max. Oh, he's knocked out. Petrol of Euro. Aizen had a chance. Aizen couldn't make the most out of it, but Row Esports' Ray. Well, he is brave-hearted, isn't he? He stopped to initiate the fight. It's savage. Oh my goodness, Ray immediately got humble. Suzerain finishing him off with that TBS. Leo Esports, they are dominating here in Pochinki. WZ Max, this time he won't be enough. Charlie is the last man standing, trying to regain his health. He's completely outnumbered. Did Miglu close in? Is the question. Charlie going for the revival. A Molotov is expected. Oh, grenade visits first. And just like that, elimination for Team 20. That is Team RTZ Esports. And now Bosque inside the 3-story building. And maybe Spy knows about him. Aero, he's in another 3-story, but way away from his teammate. Kirez crosses smartly with that buggy, making a great use of vehicles, taking no risk. Does Kirez have a grenade right now in his hands? Goes for the Molotov. Won't be able to seek anything with that Molotov for now. 4KD's used on the other end. The outskirts of hospital, they are fighting 2 teams at a time. Team All Stars, and from the back end areas, Team VSX, they can do the third party. Petrolum Europe, they straight away go for that slam, and Baba Yaga will get caught off guard. So much low with his HPs. But Team Leo, despite of being 2 players strong, they are just relentless and they eliminate. They eliminate Brothers in Arms on 11th position. Can you believe that? 7 eliminations from Bosque out of 8. And Brothers in Arms, they fell on their face. An absolute disgust for them. That is a disaster happening. Nobody expected that this would happen. Well, another team got eliminated. That's team number 13. US esports getting eliminated on 10th position. But this is a huge fight. Baba Yaga finally he'll get knocked out. Aizen goes with a jump shot, but Aizen gets knocked out. Jay taking down Doc. And Team All Stars, they're eliminated on 9th position. Will Zeus 4KT closing for the third party. Team VSX wanted to climb up that ridge. Panda gets a surprise. And Panda instead straight away goes for that slam in. And now it's a 1v1 fight between Faker King and Panda. Panda uses that Molotov. Faker King won't have much area to move, but still with that grenade he will knock down Panda. And if Revival is given in the same position, Faker King might knock down another player. Panda will get some help there. Viper closes in, but Viper is prioritizing fight. Faker King now steps out, but this grenade could have made things worse for Viper. What's Viper doing? Why isn't he prioritizing this fight? Oh, Faker finally gets knocked out. Anosh versus Viper. And Anosh goes for the jump shot. Viper survives. Few connections made by Anosh. Won't be enough. Jump shot by Viper. Anosh spams that S12K and still misses. And Anosh again spams that S12K and finally Anosh making those connections. Viper gets knocked out. The last player is hugely separated. Revival will be given to Faker King as well. 4KD Zeus could have faced a lot in this fight. But just one player getting knocked out. Getting that Revival too. And now, after this Revival is executed, the last player, Zigzag, will be assassinated too by 4KD Zeus. And Vetrolum Europe, why didn't they close in for the third party? Since we've seen that there is nothing much to win now, Vetrolum Europe can go all in. Because no matter what they do, getting their way to the top 3 is very much difficult. But Keto is gonna get eliminated from this game. Team RHT, unfortunately they lost their 2 players, but V4M's 2 players have been knocked out. And will RHT take the risk to move ahead and finish those players? Well, Leo Esports is still in this game. But team that was present on hashtag 2, I guess it was Brothers in Arms, they are eliminated from this game. So I guess RHT Esports, they should play passive and try to secure hashtag 2 for them and secure their place in the grand finals. That will be the best thing to happen. V4M Esports in this last game, they've shown so much aggression. 10 eliminations they've secured through the smoke. Spray will be making connection. Azeo needs to be given the revival as soon as possible. And it's a sandwich situation for V4M. Solo split is being maintained by Lisbon and Bestia. And from both the direction, they both are trying to make things worse for V4M. RH Academy, meanwhile, still no finish has been secured. We remember the gameplay of Aizen from the last game and Rondo, the way he dominated. The finishes he secured, solo domination that was by Aizen. But RH Academy, still it's tough to make it to the grand finals. They need finishes and they are trying to seek now. Petroleum Europe right in front of them. And without securing any opening, the vehicles they are closing in. Aizen could have got knocked down there. Overall versus Aizen, a 1v1 fight. Overall will get collapsed. Overall gets knocked out. Aizen gets knocked out as well. Hard luck for Aizen. But now, Petroleum Europe, comparatively they are more in an open area. Judy, vehicle tracing needs to be on point. Now this is a 1v2. Connections made by Ollie. Suzerain gets knocked out. Suzerain immediately gets flushed out. La Cobra so much low with his HPs. And Judy knocks him down. And just within a fraction of a second, the entire direction of this fight changes. Ollis versus the last player. And Vetrolum Europe, are they eliminated from this game? I guess yes. Unfortunately, Vetrolum Europe, they're out. So many teams targeting Vetrolum Europe. RH Academy just getting 2 frags of Vetrolum Europe. Vitrolum Europe gets eliminated on 7th position. Just 6 teams and 15 players are remaining. RSD Esports losing Lisbon as well. Well, RSD Esports have secured the RSD Esports has secured the placement points out of this game. I mean, 2 or 3 they'll be getting hardly. They get eliminated on 6th position. But it's good that they're not returning empty-handed. But still, insecurity is on peak. There is a chance where RSD Esports might get dragged by the table bottom teams down, and some other team might qualify for the grand finals. And that would be so much disgusting if that happens. So much painful it will be for RHD Esports. And I hope that it doesn't happen. Team SP surviving with their 4 players. 4 eliminations secured till now. They have completely surrounded Team Leo. And now they're just looking for an opening. Bosque just sitting in a corner. And now he moves ahead. Oh my god, Bosque with a sharp reflex will be taken down. That was Ozer, I guess, who took down Bosque with that massive reflex. Arrow knows that a player of Team SP has been knocked out. He should make the most out of the situation now. Should take advantage of this situation. Ozer gets that revival immediately. And Bosque had a chance when the players were closing in from open areas. Ozer and his teammate with their vehicle, they were in open areas. But I don't know why Bosque stopped himself from going for that vehicle tracing. And he was just completely relying on his S12K. But Aero with the grenade knocking down. And Nosh of Zeus 4KT. Faker King in open areas. Aero knocks him down too. And now the last 1v1 fighters left. It's Cage of 4KT. And I guess Aero will close in from open areas. Cage closes in. Aero right on time switches on to the AUG. And with that pixel peak, first he lowers his opponent. Consumes his HP. And after that, he deals those short connection. I guess some other player took down Cage. Yep, Aero couldn't take him down. So that frag got stolen. And now he has to fight Team SP. That was Ozer, I guess, who took down Cage of 4KT. Zeus 4KT gets eliminated on 5th position. Let's see what Aero has got. A little takedown, Devil. And flush him out really good. Last player is Ozer. Takes a peek by Aero. Ozer spams that S12K. Aero is lacking with his HPs. Ozer switches onto the AUG. Gets that frag. Bozo get finished off. And Team SB. Now they're just down to 1 player. That is Ozer. 6 eliminations secured by this player. 3 teams and a total amount of 6 players are now remaining. And V4M, I feel like they will be getting a winner chicken in this last game. Although they don't know that Ozer in this particular compound. Ozer is in this particular compound. Well, Ozer, it will be better if you give tap shots and let your opponents know that you are present here, so it becomes easy for them to know about your position. Because, I mean, surviving wouldn't take you to the end of this world. Wouldn't take you to the ends of this world. So it's almost done now. It's almost game over. V4M Esports, they're accommodating the circle. Even Allis has to move to his circle. If he moves, he will be spotted by V4M. It's wide open. And now I guess Allis as well should participate in fights and try to end this thing as soon as possible. Because RH Academy, surely they're not getting a winner in a chicken dinner. So V4M, who has been phenomenal throughout the game. And now in this last game, they want to put final nail in the coffin. The day hasn't been that much memorable for V4M Esports. But I guess this one last game for V4M Esports, I guess, Vortex 4M, this last game will be quite satisfactory for them. Will be giving them a good sleep. And if you check the points table as well, points table, Vortex 4M, they're on 20th position. And they had just 2 total points. And now, with this winner chicken dinner, they'll get 22 points. So a total amount of 24 points they'll secure. Ezio taking Ozer. Those call that was. Or alright, 24 points, and plus 2, I guess it's 26. So it will be a huge jump on the points table, but still they'll fall short and they won't be able to make it to the top 3 because the cutoff is at least 30 points. So yeah, V4M Esports tried very hard. It's a brilliant comeback V4M Esports has made. Straight away a huge jump, making it from hashtag 20 to hashtag 5 or 6. Maybe a bit lower than that. But a good way to finish the semifinals. All is was the last player surviving of Orange Academy. He'll be taken down. V4M celebrates as they get a winner chicken dinner in this last game. Total amount of 14 eliminations they have secured. Hashtag 2 for RH, which is 2 eliminations. Hashtag 3 for Team SP. And that's the end of Infinite Series semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. We will be taking a leave now as we are done with our 4 matches. We'll be meeting tomorrow. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Till then, bye bye, good night, and take care, ladies and gentlemen.